Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am going to be doing a reaction to the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Mr. Aonuma, I don't know how to pronounce his name, I've been a fan for decades, gameplay demonstration. I was a little stressed out this morning because instead of them doing it as a live thing, which would mean there would be like a video thing to click on and then you'd watch a countdown, there was nothing, and I was like, oh my gosh, did I get the date, the time wrong? What's going on here? I'm waking up early for this. I've got to dash off to train some clients right after this. But no, it's just because they released it as just a regular video, not as a live video, so there was no existing video until it was released, so that was stressful. But anyways, let's watch it now.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma,
Yes,
producer of the Legend of Zelda series. First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Thank you very much for
I
waiting.
guess there's the horrible possibility that it could be like, by the way, we're
Many
delaying
of you
it
are
for
looking
5
forward
months.
to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far.
Yes.
Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today
Hooray.
and show you what it's like.
Let's see.
Okay,
Okay.
let's begin.
His shirt's boring and white. Usually has some kind of
Here we
fancy
are, the land of
Zelda
Hyrule.
themed shirt. Like my
Like The
fancy
Legend
Zelda.
of
Well,
Zelda
he doesn't
Breath
wear a
of the Wild,
shiner.
there's a vast world to explore.
Could you imagine
Of course, it's
Aonuma
not
in a
just the same
bodybuilding
world
stream?
as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches. In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some landmasses floating up there.
Yes, you're talking about it as if we've never heard of it before. Okay.
You're
Get
probably
in.
wondering something.
Yes.
How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're
Yes.
so high up? If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it. We're almost at the spot where the object fell. Here it is. Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell...
Now we can ride it back into the sky.
This power is known as Recall, which rewinds an object's movement. Since I just used Recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them. There are a few other Sky Islands floating here
Pretty
too.
cool.
I made it.
Hooray.
There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so we hope you'll try a few different methods.
There's a dragon in the sky.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures.
What's that
Some
weird
trees are also
icon
growing
underneath the park containers? It
You won't
looks like
see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though.
the Master Sword or something.
Let's walk around for a bit. There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue.
This must be the tutorial area because he doesn't have a sword or anything yet.
This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up. Ah, the branch broke.
Yay,
Not
everybody's
good.
so excited that
Get another branch
breakable
and
weapons are back.
we defeat
I'm
it.
okay with it, it's fine.
Moving on. We've now explored more of this Sky Island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here,
Okay.
and do this, look, we can stick them together.
What?
We created a makeshift hammer.
Okay
This
then.
is called Fuse.
Ah.
You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct.
That's how we
with
saw
this
that
fused
strange
weapon.
blowtorch before.
We're dealing with two of them at once. Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability.
Seems pretty cool.
You can fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork,
and we'll get a giantly long
we can
sword.
create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
Okay.
With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance. You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
What? Or a slab of meat.
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies. Very useful. In addition, let's see. Ah, there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult.
Yes.
Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land. So, at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and...
It's a homing arrow.
Look, it homed in on the target. Let's try this on another bird.
This is a pretty cool mechanic.
I'll just fire in that general direction. It's very simple.
I'll definitely make use of that for sure,
Depending on
because
what
my
you stick
aim,
together, the fuse
when it
ability
comes
could
to
also be
arrows, is
beneficial
not
for
the
hunting.
best.
I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use.
Probably
Well,
not.
this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this. I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The
That's
enemy's lost sight of Link, so...
pretty cool, but I've also lost sight of the enemy. Okay.
Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods. In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But
Yes.
in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon.
Okay,
There are
but
even more gameplay options for sticking things together.
please tell me that we will still get some of those more powerful weapons, because I can imagine that the fusing thing might get old.
We'll want to cross
And
this
boring
one,
at some
but
point.
swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log. Let's do one more. We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called
Looks kind of
Overhand.
like the raft from
Even
the
though
original
logs
Legend
are
of Zelda,
currently
which
attached,
amuses me.
They can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft. You can always attach things or detach them like this. Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
Not a wheel.
There's something here. Let's try hitting it.
Oh, that's not a wheel. Okay.
Oh, wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it?
What is that battery icon about?
We'll attach another one. This should make the boat well balanced.
I'm not sure what I feel about a battery-looking icon being in a Legend of Zelda game.
Okay, they're
Seems
attached.
a bit too modern.
Alright, let's try
That's what
moving
I'm
the
worried
boat.
about this whole fusing thing, is like these wind things
It's moving.
just look
It's sailing pretty fast with
a
the wind
little
from the
too
fans.
outside of the scope of fantasy
Since we
adventure.
added two fans, we should be able to cross the river
Like
in no
that
time.
battery icon just looks like, oh no, my phone is about to die.
We reached the other side. In the most recent trailer,
I
we showed scenes
really
of Link
hate
riding a
the
large
look of that
in a
car
flying
thing.
machine.
Like, cars and
Those
Legend of Zelda
vehicles
just...
actually aren't in the game
Even
from
this
the start.
hovercraft looking thing.
Instead, you'll be able to freely craft
I
them
don't know.
on your own.
I'm sure plenty of people are
There
very
are all
excited
sorts
about
of
them, but
objects you'll come across
I'm a
in
little
this game.
concerned, and I hope that
depending
I'm
on
not
how you
required to
your
use them,
imagination,
because if
you
I'm
can
not
do a lot
required,
with
I'm
them.
not gonna.
So, try crafting
I'll be using
different
horses
things and explore
and-
this world at your leisure.
And other more natural devices.
There are even more new abilities. Take this building over here. Okay, watch this. Look, I passed right through the ceiling.
For what purpose, though?
This
I
new
don't...
ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you. There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it.
That's
If you use
interesting.
the ability here,
Now we can go to the top
come
of
on, keep going. Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill. In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain, but in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up.
That will
Here's
save some
another
time.
example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan.
How do we combat
I got
wind?
pushed off.
Oh my gosh.
Oh well, let's just return to the surface.
Oh well.
You can quickly descend from the sky to the surface like this. It feels so good. In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land. You can also search for
He
destinations
said quickly,
that
but
pique your
this is not
interest.
very quick.
Once you've chosen your destination,
I'm a little
can
snarky
speed
because
things up,
I'm sleepy
like this.
still. My
let's dive into
black
this river.
tea has not yet woken me up. Uh-oh, I'm losing my hearts.
And we're back on the surface. There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Okay, are we done already? I feel like we barely saw anything.
What did you think? Some of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
That's all for today. Okay. So we got no playable Zelda, no story. I definitely not definitely, but I thought we would get playable Zelda announced in this because it just seems so likely, but I feel like this would have been the time to do it, so I guess that is not likely. What is this extra little bits? Is this the Zelda OLED announce? Okay. Hooray. There goes hundreds of my dollars. Yay! I've got to buy. Hooray. Can I pre-order now? Well, I've got to finish making this video and editing this video and all that stuff. But it looks so pretty. 420. Oh, it's a month from today. And the carrying case is pretty too. Okay, so that was pretty freaking awesome. I'm sorry I didn't say much. I should have warned you ahead of time that I'm not one of those people who's going to be jumping up and down and doing cartwheels and talking a mile a minute. I'm just going to be watching it, and then you're going to see my honest reaction, not a put on, not a hyped up fake for TV or camera reaction. So anyways, that's my reaction, and what have I got to say about what I saw? The fuse thing, we all knew that that was coming because of the way certain things looked in the previous trailers, so that's as we believed, with that weird sticky goo stuff. It's interesting. I'm sure I'll have fun with it, but I also hope that that's not the game. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to fuse things. I just want there to be items that already exist. I just hearken. I'm longing for the olden days of beating a dungeon and getting a hook shot, if you know what I mean. I don't want to have to build a hook shot. I just want it to already exist, and I want it to be halfway through a dungeon, or actually the first third way through the dungeon, or whatever. But maybe someday we'll get that again. Now we've got to build our own stuff. I really don't want to have to build a car. I hope that I don't need a car for any reason. I hope I can just walk from point A to point B, and at no point will I need a car, or ride a horse from point A to point B. But I hope I don't need a car. I hope I don't have to build a sci-fi looking hoverboard thing, or hovercraft. So anyways, that's just me. I know plenty of other people are very excited about this whole fusing thing. It looks interesting. It hasn't diminished my excitement. I'm definitely going to be playing it day of. Not canceled, but I blocked myself on my calendar out so I'm not training any clients on release day. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you want to see more personal videos about my life and stuff, that's over on my Patreon, which you can check out at patreon.com/BastionTime. Oh, also I should mention, I've got this, I'm showing off my Pixel watch, which I thought for sure there would be a Breath of the Wild watch face, and there was one that was, I don't want to say anything negative, but there was one, but it wasn't for me. And actually I can't find it anymore, is the funny thing. But then I was like, well, surely as a former web designer, I could figure out how to make a watch face. Surely it's not that hard if other people are doing it. And sure enough, it was pretty simple and straightforward. So if you've got an Android device, or I think it even works for iDevices. I think it works for basically all devices. There's a website called Facer, and from Facer you can download watch faces, and it's free. I didn't set it up to cost anything, because why would I? That's ridiculous. So anyways, so I've got the logo, the dragons, rotating second by second. So anyways, that's it for this video. If you want to download this watch face for free, you can. I'll try to remember to have a link in the description, or just look on Facer for Bastion, or Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom, or whatever. Anyways, that's it for now. See you guys in the next video, when hopefully we'll get stuff about story. And are we crazy, or is Zelda not playable? She seems playable, and stuff like that. So hopefully there's another trailer answering those kinds of questions coming up soon. See you guys then. Bye, guys.